giant family.
It feels like a family. We all feel like family.
And the big thing that stands out is that Ryse is very big on like family.
It's actually like a family, it's a team.
It's not just a supplement company now, it's more like a family.
The thing is that we have a good community.
The fact that the whole community acts like a family.
That's like two very different questions. So we'll do like what makes Ryse different. So one thing that I really like about Ryse, if you guys don't know my story, is that you can actually earn your way to becoming an athlete. You can go from someone that doesn't have a big following and earn your way through sales and just brand like appreciation that you show and earn your way to an athlete. That's how I became an athlete before all the other creators got picked up. And the big thing that stands out is that Ryse is very big on like family. I feel that like everyone here, if you guys see all of us interacting, like we're all very close to each other. That's why we've let some athletes go. That's why we brought some new ones on, is because we want everyone to be close. We want that connection, not just like, oh, we got to show up to work. Like, no, there needs to be a genuine friendship. And I think Ryse has nailed that perfectly.
Ryse itself as a company is a company that, especially now the team is so close, people are starting to really come together. It's not just a supplement company now, it's more like a family. So that sounds a little cheesy, but that's literally the truth. Everyone's so close, everything happens. And the thing is, people leaving the team too, I'm going on a tangent, people leaving the team, people not being a part of the Ryse family itself has just actually made everyone closer and made the team just that much better. Because some athletes are leaving, but those athletes are leaving because they're not a part of the message of Ryse itself, and that's pretty much just making yourself better. And we're not trying to tear other people down, we're trying to keep everyone on the come up, trying to get everyone to rise to greatness. Nick himself, one thing that Nick has done for me personally is like he's literally changed the direction of my life. He's made my dreams like come to fruition. So I attach myself so heavily to Ryse because Ryse is seriously the reason why my dreams were coming true.
I like Ryse as much as I do, one, because of everything, everyone just feels like we're close. It doesn't feel like I'm just an athlete, some guy who they can just pawn off to the next big or the highest bidder. We all feel like family, and people who didn't fit that mold just left or went off to the highest bidder. But at Ryse, it's a family thing.
I think the athletes, from my point of view, athletes make up a big part of a brand, and ours is literally like a giant family. It's like we have a unique clique, but like that's what in my opinion makes up like what Ryse to me for like family-wise. Like that's what I think.
I really like the products, and I like the people, all the people that are sponsored by the brand. They're super genuine, and I'm just glad to be a part of the team. It feels like a family, and I just feel like a part of the team, a part of the family, and the supplements are amazing.
The team environment, when it comes to Ryse, being in touch with Nick, with the boys, with the guys, definitely is a company that is growing and growing with the influencers as well, and definitely feel a part of the growth with the company.
And the reason I love Ryse because it's actually like a family, it's a team. We're all here, we all communicate. It's not just on some content, we all are friends. We have good relationships with each other. It's just honestly great, we all support each other. And I think as long as we still keep that, we're gonna be the #1.
It's not just about the supplements, right? It's easy to say we have good supplements, but the thing is that we have a good community. Just look at you, right? You're the one recording this video. It's not Nick, you know? It's the entire community. We're here helping Ryse as well. You know, you look at any other brand, and I'm not here to dick measure or anything, but they don't really have a community like that. We're all here, we're all good friends. We're not here just like being like, oh, I'm just here to sell. Like we're here to hang out.
So the big thing for me is the fact that the whole community acts like a family. Now I fuck with that heavy because it's just like, I feel at home, you feel me? And the fact that the pre-workout, let's get into it, actually tastes like sauce. So it's not like I'm dry scooping some shitty ass pre-workout, something I can drink and just sip on while I'm on the way to the gym, you feel me?
I met Nick last March at LA Fitness. I was an affiliate at the time. I remember walking up to him. I remember checking my phone, going Ryse CEO on Instagram and making sure that it was him before I walked up to him. And at the time I was just an affiliate, and I remember talking to him. And all I was getting was the protein. I didn't have a lot of money at the time, so that's all I could afford. And so he was telling me about the pre-workout or whatever. We talked for a bit, and then a year later, I am right here, filming a video that's probably gonna go on the Ryse page, so it's kind of crazy how that's manifested. Having the Ryse booth front and center for the Europa, the show that I competed in, it took the W, big dubs over here. Having everyone front and center, just being able to look out and I get to see the Ryse booth and all the homies supporting me and cheering me on, I think that right there are my two favorite moments with Ryse.
Honestly, Nick making a deal with me my first time I came out to Dallas. He said, obviously I was joking. I was like, if I hit this 425 bench at the meet and greet, I get sponsored. He shook my hand and said, yeah, sure, let's do it. I hit the bench. He hits me up later that day and says, all right, you're sponsored. This is what it is. Now you just need to do your part. I did mine. And then now I'm up here and being flown out from New York after being by myself for a month straight, depressed pretty much. Just being flown out to be with the guys is what makes Ryse stick out to me, because I was at a point where I wasn't feeling welcome. Then this happened. Now I'm back out here, and it just changed my whole perspective on everything.
The first time ever we met each other, our meet and greet is when I first came down here back in, I want to say February, March. And meeting everyone for the first time was so surreal, because like I was really good friends with everyone before I met them, and seeing for them for the first time and seeing Ryse like put together this whole thing for us kind of like goes to show that like if a company's gonna back you up, they're gonna back you up, and Ryse does exactly that.
A good memory is when we all went out to dinner as a team. Like when we all meet up as a team, we do photo shoots and stuff and like video shoots. I think that's amazing, it's awesome. And how Nick goes about things, it's great.
In Dallas, I flew, before I was even sponsored by Ryse, I flew out here to meet Jay, and then I met Nick, and that day, my first day, he didn't even know who I was. He paid for my dinner to eat there. Didn't even know who I was. He didn't know I was an influencer, nothing like that. And he paid for my dinner, and he offered. I even offered. I told him I'll pay, but he said he's got me. So they treated me good and like family the first day I got here, even before I was even sponsored by Ryse.
Biggest memory I had was just a second ago when I walked in and I pulled up to the new Ryse warehouse, and I seen a bunch of meatheads come at me all at once and just basically come at me like a family. So I fuck with that heavy.